Good day from Kamakura, Japan, on this Saturday, May 11th. It's a nice 17 degrees outside, a beautiful morning, yeah, and the garden's looking very good. Had a very busy week in the garden, so let me show you what Haru and I were up to this week. Yeah, just back from my morning walk. I want to just come outside and take a look at things, see how they're doing. Yeah, right away I see we have some flowers on the tomatoes. And what's happening over here? Over here I see we have some cucumbers. Very young cucumbers yet. So let's wrap this up here. Tendrils are growing, that's good to see. Where is she going? Now the red cabbage has bolted. Let's see if I can save the seeds. Our newly planted cabbages are doing well. Yeah, I'll harvest these pretty soon before the cabbage moths come out and devour it. These two will be rather small, but that's okay. Hoping to get some sumac fruit from the wax tree. Maybe this year, maybe not. The avocados will be a long way off. And who knows, we might have a pineapple this year. That would be nice. Let's see what's happening down here. Well, we've got some yellow squash. Very tiny ones. Hopefully this year I'll get some. 3-4 years in a row. No luck. Years ago I did. I don't know what the problem is this time. So any strawberries? May have some ripening soon. Yeah, this week I'll get these basil planted, and we'll get the rest of the okra planted as well. I just found a bone or something. What's he got? Yeah, let's take a look and see. What is this? Oh yeah, it's a bone. A rib. She can have that. Okay, what's happening over here? Not a whole lot of growth. Hoping to see some of the radishes soon. Eggplants. They're looking good, coming along. Oh, and the roses. Look at the roses. Oh, they're beautiful. Very beautiful. And the roses are very nice this year. Look at that. So, let's go down and take a look. How's the garlic doing? Looks good. No escapes yet. Blueberries are looking nice. And the potatoes, looking very good, very good. Yeah, this is he'll look very nicely. I like that, look at that. Yeah, the roses are very beautiful this year. Excuse me, Hutter. But I still have these containers, and they'll still work, so I'm going to see if I can put them over here. Yeah, I'm thinking to grow my okra in here as well. Yeah, they're a little too wide to put over here. That would really cramp my pathway, so I'll just put them here. And I can grow okra here as well, or something else, we'll see. Yeah, the potatoes are starting to put on flowers. Yeah, so we'll have some nice purplish pink flowers very soon. So that's what I think I'll do this morning is I'll fill up these bins and get the okra planted. Okay. Alrighty. Since these have roots on them, I'm going to break off the roots, throw them away, and put this in the compost bin. Hate to see these growing in there. Okay. I also brought down the basil and the okra. Oh wait a minute, that's not okra. What is that? Oh, these are the peppers. Where's the okra? go find the okra. Okay, here's the okra. Before I do anything, I want to add some Epsom salt and some chicken manure. Okay. Then I'll just mix this in by hand. So I'll put one basil plant here, and another one right next to it on the other one. I'll put my pepper here. Now, I'm going to try to separate these. Not too bad. There's a small one here. I'll leave this one. See what happens to it. See if it survives or not. I'm going to change my mind. I think I'll put all of the okra in one and simply go ahead and plant the basil in this one here. Loosen this up a bit. Now what I'll do is I'll simply dig a little trough here. I'll just take some okra seeds and plant them direct to soil. And go ahead and put some down the middle here. Okay. Save these for later. And of course these will get some BioGrow fertilizer. And I'll go ahead and stake these while I'm here. I'm not so sure the basil will need staking, but I'll put one in here anyway, and I'll remove it later when I don't need it. I'll go ahead and tie these to the stake. Okay, so we have everything planted here. Our 2 peppers on the outside of this grow bin. And our basil right in the center there, looking good. And over here, our volunteer okra, and 3 rows of okra in the rest of the bin. And we should have some okra ready by, I'd say late June. Yeah, and we'll have some peppers. I see some fruit growing there. Nice. So it's nice that this end of the garden doesn't go to complete waste. And I'll think of something else to put down here. I'm going to lightly sprinkle some chicken manure in each of these. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And then I'll water these in a bit. You know, I'm beginning to think that everything I grew from seed in those egg cartons didn't do well. These are the honeydew melons. And I don't think any of the cucumbers survived, but the zucchini did. So that's strange. Okay, let's see how our cucumbers are doing. Ooh, they look good. They look very good. I think it's time for these to go outside. Let's get a tray. Okay, so I have 9 cups. There are 2 to 3 in each. That's a lot of plants. And nothing happened down here. The onions and other things. I guess they're old seeds. That's okay. So these will go downstairs. Okay, let's see what's happening in here. These are looking pretty good. These are the jalapeños that I got from Ted. Okay, let's get these downstairs. Okay. So we've got some nice growth here. And I can wind these up. I need some string for this one here. See if the bugs are out in force already. just squish it. Oh my, they've grown a lot. And some of the new ones will go here or here, yeah, in the empty spaces. Got a little stink bug here chewing on one of the plants. And some leaf damage here. This looks good. The tendrils are attaching. So we've got good flowering. Fruit is forming. We're here as well. Some fruits down here. I am debating whether I should harvest the cabbages now or wait a little while. The cabbage moths will be out in a few weeks. So I think I'll leave them, and then at the first sign of any real damage, I'll harvest them because the damage will happen quickly. They're looking good, a little small yet. Hopefully we'll see some growth. Let's give these some water. And they look very good, very healthy. And I went out and bought some more potting soil. So let's see, where do we need that? Maybe down to the lower level. But while I'm up here, let's take another look around. The potatoes are looking good. Got some edamame seeds here. So I'm thinking of planting them right here, right into this pot here. So let me get rid of this clover here. And I'll top it off with some potting mixture. And then we'll plant the edamame here. Come on. So I'll get to use my new gardening tools for the first time. It's a little mini rake here. Then let's get this out first. Oh, that's stuck in there. My goodness. Oh well, I'll leave it. Okay. I'm not going to throw away the clover. I'll just disturb the roots. They'll grow back. But they may provide some nutrients to the soil. I'm going to dig this a little bit deeper, loosen all the soil. Have the Epsom salt and some chicken manure right here. Let me plant the seeds first. Where'd they go, Powder? What'd you do with my seeds? Ah. These seeds are old, but I think they're viable. Here we have the edamame. Okay, let's put our electroculture back in, right in the center. Pointed south. Okay. Yeah, I see we've lost the melon, pretty much. And it's hanging on a little bit, so we'll see what happens. This one here is trying to hang on. Oh, yeah. And these here got potatoes coming up here. Wow, I think I'll leave them alone. The rest of our zucchini, well, the plants look okay. Got some fruit on there. Just have to wait and see what happens. How about strawberries? Any strawberries? No, I don't see any. Okay, over here, how are we doing? Good, we've got some flowering on the eggplant. We should see some fruit soon. I'm not sure if I see any of the radishes, but we'll wait a while, see what happens. Is that a radish? Maybe. We'll see. Alrighty, let's go down to the lower garden. See how we're doing down there. Potatoes look good. Almost ready to flower. That looks very nice. Oh, we've got a flower on the okra. Peppers looking okay. The basil. I think I'm going to move these planters to the upper level. Yeah, I want my walkway space here. These are getting in the way. So I'll put them here for now. And I need to decide what to do with them and where to put them. And what to put in them. Maybe over there. Yeah, let's try that. Let's get these filled. Okay, now we'll decide what to put in there. Oh, Howdu has found a nice resting spot. Well, I got some peanuts here that I saved from last year. I stored them in this bag of rice here. Seems to have worked very well. So I'm going to plant them in here, see what happens. Yeah, I'll save the rest of them just in case I need them for succession planting. Yeah, I may have to mound this a little bit more. I think I'll do that now. So hopefully they'll push through. It's not that deep, and this will compact down, especially when I water it in a moment. Okay, I've got some extra soil here. Just gonna throw some in to the tomatoes here, and we'll top these off. It doesn't need much water. It rained last night and most of the day yesterday. We'll water this in. Okay, peanuts. Well, Margie has left a comment saying she's got a lot of things planted for this spring, and Lisa says she's going to give her small space a try. If you haven't already, give it a try. Start small. Try some tomatoes, something small, something you can grow in a small space, or if you have more space, go for it. You'll enjoy it. Well, we're about to enter bug season, so I'm going to get my bug cover set up. Got a bunch of these. I bought these earlier this year, and I'm just now getting around to assembling them. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, this is the third one. I've got more over here. Okay, I've got 3 more ready to be assembled, and I got 3 already assembled. So let's take these 3 downstairs and see what we can do with them. Alrighty, so let's get these outside. I thought I'd put one over the cabbages just to keep them safe. The moths will be out soon. I may have to separate them. It's going to take up a lot of space. But let's see what we can do. Let's see how this works here. Well, that's not too bad. It does take up a bit of space, but once I rearrange my furniture, everything should be okay. It's not too bad. It should save my cabbages, and the flowering here, this bolting will be okay, I think. Maybe I'll get some seeds out of that. So let's see what we can do on the lower level. I'm gonna have to remove some of these stakes. Okay, just to protect the basil and the peppers. Yeah, I'll take this off once it grows. And I wonder if I can weigh this down with a brick just to keep it in place. Let me steal one from here. I think the bottoms will be better, so I'll put them down here. That shouldn't go anywhere. Yeah, I think that's much better. Alrighty, so that's that. And these here should work just fine. And maybe I'll put some bricks on here too, just to weigh them down. I'll put one here and another here. That should keep them from blowing away. Alrighty, what do you think? Huh? What do you think? Is that good? Good girl. Yum, 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 yum. And I'm making a pineapple blueberry cheesecake, and I've got my crust here. This is just some crushed cookies drizzled with butter. I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 10 minutes or so. I just want to firm up the crust a bit. Here I have some fresh crushed pineapple with about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to thicken it up. And I'll top that with some blueberries. And this here is the cheesecake filling. This is 400 grams of cream cheese with 200 grams of yogurt and half a cup of sugar and about a tablespoon or so of vanilla essence. And that's all mixed up, and that's ready to go. Okay, that looks cooked enough. Next I'll put the pineapple filling in. This is thickened up quite a bit, so I need to be careful. I don't want to disturb the crust too much. Okay, I want to spread this around a little bit. Okay, next the blueberries. I check to make sure there's no rotten ones. Looks good. Okay, and now the filling. Just pour this over. I'll go ahead and use all of it. It's quite a deep dish. Okay, I've added about a cup of water to this pan here. That's a perfect amount. And this goes into the oven. The oven's been preheated at 400 degrees Celsius. That's about 200 Fahrenheit. In about 10 minutes, I'll bring it down to about 350, about 180 Celsius. And I'll cook it for another 55 minutes to an hour. Looks good. That looks very good. Okay, let's move this to a cooling rack. Okay, I'll let that cool down and then I'll refrigerate it. Okay, let's see how our cheesecake is doing a day later. Nice and chilled. Okay, let's cut into this. And this time I used a square pie dish so that I can take it to work. It's hard to fit a wedge-shaped pie in one of these. So I've used a square pie dish so that I can fit my pieces of pie in here and take them to work with me. I'll start off with 4 pieces and see how that looks. Yeah, I know I should be cleaning my knife after each cut. Let's see how we did here. I'm thinking I should have used some paper in here so that I could pull it out better. Let's see what we can do here. The first one is always the most difficult to get out. Okay, that's not too bad looking. Well, let's see how it tastes. Pineapple blueberry cheesecake. Very good, very good. I like it. So I'll leave a link for the recipe down